Today we're going to talk about our traditional wedding.
My traditional wedding turned out to be like my wedding for
Yeah.
uko home.
Yes.
Now, I was not happy.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
We're back
We are back.
on another episode.
Uh-huh.
Episode 7. We're still on season 1.
Yeah, by the way.
We're
But
still
we are almost there, right? We're
Almost.
Are we almost done with season 1?
Almost. And by the way, I've been thinking about something.
Uh-huh.
I'm working on it because I'm hoping it works.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking after season 1, we do a live podcast.
Wow. Nice.
Live, like live podcast where we can interact with our audience and just have a discussion how it has been season 1.
Okay.
And I'm thinking maybe that is something that we can be doing after every episode. We can have a live podcast.
Okay. Sounds interesting.
Doing a research, yeah, that would be so fun. Yeah, it would be so good that you're interacting with your fans.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's something that I'm still researching on it. I'm hoping it works.
Okay.
Because first of all, I have these equipment that I believe can work.
Okay.
So I'm working on it.
All right. I'll be waiting to be kicked off. Kazi yangu kwa kungoja tu. Kungoja tu.
Wewe ni kuplagiwa tu.
Let's do this
Just
and we do
plugged
this.
in and then we flow. All right, let's jump into today's episode. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Kibali and Candy Conversations. My name is Johnson Kibali.
And I am Queen Kibali.
Queen Kibali mwenyewe. Welcome to today's episode.
Yep.
So, today we're going to talk about our traditional wedding. Our traditional wedding. But first of all, we are two of us are from different cultures.
Yes.
Sort of somehow similar. I don't know. So when it comes to traditional weddings, cultures are different.
Yes.
So we're going to delve into this culture.
My culture.
Your culture. I mean, the process of the traditional wedding. Where does it start? How many times do you have to go? Did I have to go to your home?
This story is very interesting.
And it's like 300 kilometers from here.
Is it even 3 or 4?
400 kilometers one way. So that is 800 kilometers to and fro.
Yeah, am I right, my people? Am I right? Is it 400?
Just 3 to 4, thereabouts. Yeah, so how many times did I have to do those trips? And how was the traditional wedding like?
Na haukusamehewa by the way.
And what was I asked to take there? And whether it was easy.
Wow.
So let's do this.
Yeah. I know as we share this story, most of you will be remembering your days if you've been through this.
Yeah.
And maybe if you've not yet been there, you'll maybe
just have some tips.
Yeah.
A small learning.
Yeah, but still depends with the culture.
Depends with the culture. So if you get to marry from this culture,
the culture that you're told, you know what they say in our culture? You're given a wife and a guarantee.
Exactly what they say. And it's exactly what I was told during our traditional wedding.
Of how many years?
They say 3?
10.
Oh, 10, sorry.
3.
I'm sorry. 10 years. 10 years, yeah.
How true is it though? You
exactly
let us know.
what I was told during the traditional wedding. Let's do this then.
Let's do this.
So, which year was this? When, because this is now after I have proposed. If you haven't seen that video, please just check the link in the description below. I'm going to leave that link there. to see the episode where we talked about our engagement.
Yeah.
So after I engaged you, I think we stayed for some few months.
Few months.
Or a year.
No, few months.
And then I started planning for the traditional wedding.
Yes.
Yeah. Which year was this? 2019?
2020.
2020. It is because it was during COVID. And we are going to talk about that as well. Yeah, so that was 2020. So how many trips did I have to go to Maua, to be specific? That is in Meru, Maua. So first of all, when I decided to do the traditional wedding, I had to consult here and there.
Okay.
And one person, first of all, who was very instrumental and very helpful in understanding and knowing this process is one man by the name Bush.
Oh, our daddy. Oh.
Bush, if you're watching this, just know that we respect you so much. We love you. We honor you.
Yeah.
And you are right here in our hearts.
Yeah.
That is the man I approached. One of the men I have seen, very honest, very straightforward, very kind, and with a good heart. So I approached him and he directed me. He guided me.
Okay.
So he said, there are several trips you have to make to that place. About 4.
Wow.
Let's begin with the first one. You just go there with a friend or few friends.
And but now, before you get into that, how was it for you to marry, or rather to get a girl from my culture? Like when you were settling in to think about marriage, were you specific on culture, or it wasn't any of your plans?
I was specific.
Really?
Yeah. Unfortunately, for some.
Oh, okay. You don't have to mention the cultures, but you had like, I can only marry from one,
for me, I had decided I can only marry from my culture or
a culture that you can relate.
That is 95 or 98% relating to my culture.
Okay.
Which was your culture.
Okay.
You know? So I didn't marry from my culture. I married from yours, which is sort of 99 or 95.
Okay.
So
all right.
I had specifications. That might piss off some people nowadays. So
it depends.
It's someone's preference.
Yeah,
that was mine.
Yeah. And actually, there's no problem from marrying from any culture as long as you're comfortable with
actually,
it.
if you can be able to bear some practices of other cultures, just go ahead and do that. Just for me, I wouldn't keep up with some practices of some cultures in our country.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I was specific.
Okay.
Right. So, I consulted and I was told the first trip, you just need to go and say hello to the family, you and friends.
Yes.
So I took myself and few men and we went down the road all the way to Maua. Just to say hi, just to say hello to the
not
family.
everybody knows where Maua is, please.
Just past Meru.
Maua is in Meru County.
Maua is in Meru County, but it's way past Meru Town.
Yes, that is my home.
From Meru Town to Maua is about 1.5 hours. If you have a good car.
1 hour. Yes, 1. Why are you making my place look like...
No, it's far. Let's be honest.
But it's 1 hour, honestly.
1 hour is still quite a lot.
Actually, but with a good car, even 40-30 minutes, you're there.
Yeah, and we had good cars those days.
Did we know?
Not we. Like the people who took me there.
Yeah.
At the time, we didn't even actually have a car. So, we went. I don't. do I remember how many were we? We were a few men. And I remember, we were a few men. That is, we went and we just said hello to the family. And because there was a hint that this is the reason why we are going. So when we went there, there were few people from around your home who came. And, sometimes there are those who will look like, not really family members, but those who are there, they look like family members, but but they are not.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there were some people there. And I said what the visit was about.
Those people are very important. Those are the Kijiji people who, know.
But sometimes they have...
They are...
Because that first day, there were people who were starting to ask for some money, what. Some people from the village. So we said what was our aim of going there. And they said, well, that is just hearsay.
We cannot talk to you.
We cannot talk to you. I mean, who are you? You know? They said, well, we've heard, but we cannot talk to you. And as it is, our girl, if she happens to find another guy, and if it pleases her to go with that guy, that would be okay for us. Because what you've done here is just hearsay. It does not have any basis. You know?
What do you need to do?
So I was told, go back, come with your parents.
That is how we will listen to you.
Now,
young man.
Yes, young man. Go back, come with your parents, and we can now engage with your parents.
But anyway, it wasn't harsh. Baby's putting it so harsh.
Culture.
Yeah.
This is culture. So go back, come with your parents. We cannot talk to you. We can then be able to talk to your parents and tell you how it goes. Well, it was adios. We came back. We planned. I gathered. Well, I think it was still the same friends. But now this time with my parents.
Yep.
We went. And that time is when now they can talk to their parents. And they were told that, well, we've heard you. That your son wants our girl. And this is what will happen. You will have to go back. We've heard you. Go back, come with something called Mira.
Yeah, now that symbolizes that you have booked our girl. So that you remember the first statement they told you, in case she brings another person,
yes,
she can go with the person. But in case you bring like the Mira thing, it's to book the girl.
Yes.
But now remember, that's how it was supposed to be. But
I didn't.
They didn't.
Well, when I went with the parents, we were advised, instead of me taking the parents there, to be asked to bring Mira and then go back again.
Yes, good.
I was told, you guy, instead of 4 trips, there will be 3. Let your parents and you come with Mira. Now, for those of you who are wondering, what is this? In English, it is what is currently being, people from Mombasa are fighting. No, actually that is Muguka and it's not Mira. So it's the cart.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So in your culture, Mira is very important.
Yes.
And that is largely grown in those areas.
Yes. So that is what actually, when you hear of Mira, of course, you know of Meru. That's something in our culture. Yeah.
Yes. It's the same way you would talk of Matoke. You think
Good. Maybe Kisi. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Mira actually is for the purpose of like wazee. Ni kama umeletea wazee.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's how now you book. Remember, that is now not the dowry. You are booking.
We are still going to the process. To the day of dowry.
What do I say? Maybe in Kikuyu they call it kohadaithege or something.
Something of the sort.
It's like you're going to stamp. Like,
yes,
I have come here.
I have booked.
Good.
So if this lady sees another guy somewhere and she's feeling some type of way, you better deal with those feelings because
you have already told the men or the wazee there that I have someone.
Yeah. Yeah. And this mirror is not just mirror. It is a specific type of mirror. And it is not small one. Something big.
Yeah.
Something.
Quality.
And mirror is not cheap, y'all. This mugoka, these leaves people eat out here, that is the cheap one.
Yeah.
The mirror is expensive.
Yeah.
So, I took my parents, we found a mirror, took my friends all the way back.
Yep.
And we were welcomed. We presented the mirror and it was accepted. Because it can be refused.
Yeah.
There's that part as well. Yeah, it was accepted. And it was nice. And we came back.
But now remember...
just go ahead.
You have, like, as a girl, you have to be asked, like, do you accept us to take this?
And I think if I still have those photos, I will display them.
Yeah. Is it okay with you? Can we take it? If you say no.
Yeah.
If I said no, you'd have gone back with the mirror.
Yeah, because maybe in between the first trip and the second one, you might have thought otherwise.
Yeah, or even that day.
Or even that day. Exactly. So there is that photo we took when I was actually giving you the mirror.
Yeah, so when you say yes, now before you give them, you distribute to them, the people in the house, in the room, we give each other first. Like you give me, I eat, and okay, I mean, we didn't do exactly that. I'll tell you what happened because us, we did it in a different way.
Yeah.
But that's you exchange.
As it's because we're Christians.
Yes.
So we didn't 100% get into the culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. And traditions.
Yeah. So now after that, after you agree, the two of you, now you can share.
Yeah.
So tell us, what did you take there? Did you take mirror?
No. But first, I wanted to say that I presented that mirror. There's a portion. And when I give her that card, she has to say yes or no.
Yes.
All right? So I gave it to her and she said yes. Yeah? So instead of mirror, we took money.
Yes. That was equivalent to the best.
That was equivalent to the mirror. All right? So because we are Christians and we're born again and we didn't want to get deeper into those traditions. So for us, we didn't take mirror. We took money that is equivalent to that mirror.
Yes. Yes.
And you accepted. And right from that moment.
Now we presented it now to the one now who was representing my dad in
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yep. So
and right from that moment,
now
it was some sort of a sign.
Yeah.
I have a say in this in this homestead.
Yes. Yeah. You can visit. Actually.
I can visit.
Yeah.
You're visiting and your mom is like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
So after that moment, if I wanted to visit, I would. Though it's not culturally from where I am sitting, I wouldn't. It would be super uncomfortable. Yeah. But in case it would happen, mom would be like, this is my son-in-law to be. Yeah. And we have something going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now after that?
I think it's the same day we there was my friends and the people from your place, they had to gather somewhere, and I had to excuse them.
Yeah, and the parents.
And I had to excuse them.
Yep.
What did they want to do? They were now presenting to my parents and the friends the dowry.
Yes.
What I should bring
now
to your home.
Yes. And now set a date.
To go take that dowry.
Yes.
All right? So they stayed there for some time. And it's an actual list.
Yes.
An actual list. All right, yo? Actual list, itemized.
Yes.
This is what we want. This is the price. This is what we want.
Yes.
And it was a whole list. And it was...
Did it shock you at first?
Yeah. This is my first time doing it.
But why didn't you even didn't show me the list? You
Why
didn't tell
should
me
I?
how much you've been told.
Up to this day, I haven't.
Yeah, why?
Yeah. No, you shouldn't know.
I should.
How? Why? Why do you want to know? Are you? It's not shown to the lady. It's not.
Wow.
Culturally, you're not supposed to see that list. You're not supposed to know how much was it. What was I? Obviously, at some point, there are those obvious things like lesos, those fabric clothes that there are such things that obviously they're usually there in many traditions. Yeah. But there are other things that you wouldn't know what I was asked to bring.
Okay.
You know. Yeah. So it was a whole list. This was my first time doing something of the sort, and it's boom on my face. Yo, this is what you need to take to. You need to bring to this home, and this is how much it's needed. But the good thing is, and actually I think this is in many cultures.
Yeah.
It's not ethical, and it's not right for you to take the whole of, even if you're able, even if you have everything you've been asked to take there, it's not ethical, it's not proper, it's not right for you to take everything.
Why?
Because that signifies to that place, to the parents, and to if I were to take everything I was asked, that would signify that I am literally buying you.
Because right now, actually, you've never finished.
No.
Because you'll have to visit mom.
Yes.
You'll have, every time you meet her, you have to. And there's that time maybe that you'll plan, you say, now, I'm going again to my parents and give them something.
Yeah. And I think in the near future, we're going to have a discussion about this and how nowadays a lot of ladies are like, actually, they are you see, you don't decide your dowry. It's decided by your parents.
Yes.
Yeah. But nowadays, I'm seeing a trend where specifically ladies, to be honest, are saying, I am worth this much for dowry.
Wow.
It's happening. And it's ridiculous amount of money.
But let me tell you guys, let me tell you one thing. What is dowry, or what is a traditional wedding? This is whereby it's you cannot buy someone. Babe, you cannot buy me.
No, you can't.
You can't, kabisa.
There's no price
on
any human being. Right.
You know? And you cannot buy me from my parents, for heaven's sake.
Yeah.
So a dowry celebration is it's just an occasion to, number one, appreciate the parents,
right,
and give them the respect that they deserve,
and
seek for their blessings.
Right. Those are the major basic things or primary things.
Yes.
For traditional wedding.
Yes. Number two, a dowry celebration is bringing the two families together.
Right. Right.
From your side and from my side.
Right.
That is the time that the two cultures or the two families will will come into you to get united.
Right.
Number 3, just to keep the culture.
Exactly. So this is nothing about buying someone.
Yes.
Or
yes.
It's not like a trade. We are exchanging something for something. It's not.
It's not.
Absolutely not.
It's a sign of respect.
And I love the way you've put it. The primary thing of a traditional wedding is the respect, both to the parents and to the lady you're about to marry.
Yes.
2 is the merging of the cultures. And 3, you said?
The merging of the cultures and also to unite the families.
Yes. And to unite the families.
Yeah.
Those are the primary things of a traditional wedding. But I think nowadays is getting out of hand majorly because of, well, it's ladies who are coming out here and saying, I'm worth this much. And if you cannot afford, I'm sorry. Which is unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Yeah. So I was given the list. I saw the list and yeah, we came back. And now a proper committee began. You know? Because these were just friends. And now
sorry to cut. When you're given the list, were you told that you must bring, or you were not told anything that time? It's you go decide.
At the time, I wasn't told. Actually, at the time,
it's okay.
Well, there were those discussions. Then my friends came out with the list. We saw the list. We had a little chat about it, and then they went back. There was a little chat, a discussion. Then they came out with a final list.
Okay.
So, and then my friends, because you see, I'm from a different culture.
Yeah.
So, fortunately for me, the chairman of that committee, actually a lot of people, actually I think all of them, apart from our best man, were all from that culture.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. And so I was getting the right advice. So it's them who said, no, you usually don't take everything as it is here. But again, you don't take something that is way
lesser,
lower or lesser. It has to be substantial. Probably 3/4. All right? Or half. You know? Yeah, so I was well advised.
Okay.
And we came back and a proper committee had to be set in place. So, and my guy, Bush, and other friends, Kina Josh, friends like Kina Mercy, Kina, yani all these, Alice, all these friends. We had to come together, add more people, and we get ready for Rorashio, the traditional wedding, or the payment of the dowry. So we started a committee. Let me tell you, during my time of dowry all the way to the wedding,
yes,
I always say I am the most blessed man to have had such a committee. I kid you not.
You know.
I kid you not.
I didn't know. By the way, let me tell you guys. I think maybe there are those people who usually say, they cannot. I hear people say like they cannot be added into like dowry payment groups and all that. But honestly speaking, this time you do not expect there is a if you had the money, like the money that you needed to go and pay the dowry yourself, like you have your money, you wouldn't have involved. Probably, I'm thinking that you wouldn't have involved like people.
But usually is good to be done. It's usually good for you not to do it alone. Yes,
because that's where I was coming in.
Yeah.
Even in our grandparents' times, you're not supposed to pay. Ideally, that is my culture.
Yeah.
You are not supposed to pay for yourself.
You're not supposed
dowry.
to. Yes.
It's maybe majorly maybe your parents, and it's a community that is supposed to go and
You might
help you.
If you're able, you might chunk
a big
amount,
yes.
or you might help in a bigger way, but it should not be you alone.
Or rather, even if you have money, you need the people.
You need the people.
Yes.
And actually, they need as well to contribute. They need as well to contribute.
They need to feel part.
Yes, they need to feel part of this process. It's a communal thing. You see? Because I think from where I came from, your family, my family, and at the time, I was a pastor. Combining those things, I wouldn't be able to do it like personally.
Yeah.
A lot of people they felt obligated to, or obligation is the bigger word. But I think they felt we need to get into this and help.
Yeah.
You know?
So I was saying, like, all this time, I didn't know whatever was going on in that group. There's even no single day that you came and told me, by the way, this is what we are deciding. Nini. Even a single day.
And
Baby girl was just there.
Yeah.
Waiting.
I mean, this is you. I am paying dowry for you. And you shouldn't know anything about that committee, that group, whatever discussions are going on there. You shouldn't know.
This is an advice. As we give our stories when we are advising and all that.
Yeah.
To ladies, there are some ladies actually who help the man to pay the dowry. So this is what I can say from a lady's perspective. Please, kujeni na mawe, it is okay. But that one I have to say. Please do not help the man.
No, I am also of the same same opinion.
Do not help the man to pay your
mwanaume
dowry.
asisaidiwe kulipa dowry
by you.
By the lady.
By the lady.
If
Ata ukimfeel, me am for the opinion, let him come with what he has as a man.
Exactly.
However much, the amount iko aje, let him come with that amount. Number one, he'll feel the ego of a man, like at least ye mwenyewe alikuja akalipa dawari. Number two, it will also make you feel he came, alingangana na hiyo kidogo alipata, and then he came and paid that dowry.
Yeah.
But when you pay, can you imagine yourself paying for yourself dowry?
It's not proper.
Yes. So
I am also of the same opinion. No man should be helped by the lady that he's marrying to pay the dowry.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I mean, whatever you have.
Yes.
Talk to the parents.
Yes.
Talk to friends. This is, like I said, it's not a trade-in. It is not a trade-in. It's just a process that should be done.
Yes.
For you to properly settle down.
Yes.
So mwanaume asisaidiwe kulipa mahari na
bibi amana.
The lady mwenye anataka kuoa. Yeah. So I was saying again, I had super committee, and I am the most blessed man to have had such a committee.
Oh, awesome.
Because from the very moment we formed that committee, it went all the way to the wedding day, and everything was running smoothly. I had the most committed committee, the most sold out to the process.
Yeah.
The most ambitious people, the most loving people, the most committed. It went as it is supposed to be.
Wow.
It was super.
Wow.
Up to the end of the day of the wedding. Up to the day of the wedding. I'm telling you.
Wow, nice.
So we formed the committee, and more people came on board, and we started gathering, items and everything that is needed for the rorashio or dowry payment. And everyone was on board. everyone was excited. Everyone was happy.
Yes.
Like, hey, finally, Percy is marrying.
Yeah, and now, you formed the committee, and now the day is here.
Now, the day comes. But COVID is in. COVID is in Kenya. Because I'm paying dowry 2020.
Yes.
And at the time when we are deciding to, come pay the dowry, there was travel restrictions. You would travel during the day.
Yes.
But not past midnight.
Yes.
All right?
And remember, the parents are coming from far. Our people, our
Parents
friends are coming from far.
All my people are from Nairobi.
Yes.
All right?
Yeah.
And it's not a small number of people.
Yeah.
Because I had a lot of people. So the day came and we traveled. And
now before we traveled, you remember again now, I lost my grandma.
Oh, yeah.
I lost my grandma like the week that we have planned for the traditional wedding. So imagine we postponed
the dowry payment.
Yes, a week to, or is it even a week or few days?
Few days too.
So we had to push it by another 1 week.
Yes.
And now it happens the day that we've pushed it to that day is your birthday. I know you didn't remember that. Ladies with details.
Goodness. I didn't remember.
Ladies with details. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That was awesome.
So we did our traditional wedding on his birthday.
Oh, and they surprised me.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
You were not there. You didn't even remember it was your
no
birthday.
Idea.
You didn't have a clue. I think you were so much into this thing.
And the thing is, how on earth would you be paying dowry as in uko kwa wenyewe kwa kina msichana?
Yes.
And the lady still plans to surprise you.
Yes, for the birthday.
At their place at the same day you're paying dowry.
Yes.
Oh man, that was good.
It was awesome.
That was awesome.
Do you know my sis came, Emmy, my sis came with a cake from Nairobi.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I have these photos. I will look for them and I will display them.
Yes.
And probably even a video. Because that was awesome. Okay.
Yeah, now let me give this story now about the day of the wedding, of the traditional wedding.
Yes.
No, the rorashio. Actually, in our culture, we call it odhoni.
Yes. But before you say it,
yeah,
let me say, just emphasizing how good the committee was. We were there even before time.
Yes.
And you see the kilometers.
Imagine.
We came from Nairobi.
We were like, hold on a bit.
Yes.
Wow.
We were, they said like, hold on. There are a few things we need to do here and there. So we were there on time. And again, remember, not even on time. Before time.
By 10:30, if you know Maua, these people were in Maua. But who goes for a rurashu at 10? By 10:30 they were in Maua.
10:30. No, it wasn't 10:30.
10:30 to 11.
Yeah, 11 thereabouts. You know. And so that's how good the committee was. So we were there on even before time. And you remember all this is because we need to go back and everyone should be back home before midnight. Because of the curfew, because of the COVID. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now let's come to...
Okay. Yeah. Now we held you because we needed to do 1, 2, 3 things at home. And now they came. So now this is what happens. When they come, they get all the gates closed.
Yes.
The gate is closed. It is for you to convince us to
open. And it's opened with money.
And that convincing, actually, that is it's a lady celebration.
Yeah.
It's not even for the men.
Absolutely.
So for you to convince the ladies to open the door,
yeah,
it has to come with
money.
You have to entice them and entice them with money.
Nasasa.
And do you know that money does not go to my mother?
No, it's for whoever is collecting from the gate. Let me tell you, if there are 2 things I learned from dowry payments.
Yes.
On that day, there are people who get money from just being there.
A child is for the community. What they say, they have wamekulea, like they've brought you up. The community as a whole has brought you. My people have brought me up.
Right.
In my village, you know, they've participated in one way or the other.
Yeah.
In bringing me up.
Yeah.
That's what they say. That's the tradition.
So they have to you know, to benefit here and there.
Yes, they have to.
Second thing I learned during dowry time is where also tufinje na tumiamia huwa tunatembea. Sio kwa barabara peke yake. If you know, you know.
So you are advised to have some cash and have
some loose money. Some loose, not huge notes, no. Some small loose money.
Loose money. No, the ladies sang. They sang. And eventually they were, I remember my aunt was very strict. And there's a lady who opened the door. My aunt was like, wait a minute.
The lady opened the door
before my aunt
very quickly.
Yes.
It wasn't supposed to be opened that quick.
Yes. Before my aunt gave a go ahead.
Yes. And your auntie and other ladies were mad.
Yes. Very mad. Do you know that discussion continued after the Rorashe? Anyway, story for another time.
I think there was some people who didn't get some enough money, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now, another exciting thing. No, they were open for and they sang. They had a good time. You know, they sang as if they've. Yani, it's like it's not a new place to them. You know, they say like when you're going to the in-laws, you go. You know, you don't go with the which words should I use?
As in, you should be humble,
calm. But they came, they danced, they had a good time. Now, what again amazed me is again our daddy Bush did the thing. We had looked for a MC.
Yes.
Of the whole event ourselves.
Yes.
But who is Bush? Came in with a good, awesome MC than we even expected. That was a surprise for us.
Hey.
So it was awesome.
I'm telling you, I am the most blessed man to have gone through a very nice, good, smooth process of dowry payment up to the wedding. I am the most blessed man.
Yeah, so we had a good time. We danced. And now, all this time, I was in the house.
Yes.
Not yet
Since
revealed.
I arrived, I had not seen you.
Yes.
Right.
So there came a time where now the ladies had to have their lassos on, covered. All the same size.
The same fabric. You're covered.
Yes.
And they had to look for ladies the same height.
Yes.
This happens.
Yes.
During dowry payments.
Yeah.
Ladies, same height. Same size.
Yes.
covered with the same fabric.
Yes.
And I have to identify you.
Yes.
If I happen to miss
Uh-huh.
and I tap on another lady
Yes.
that is not you, fine.
How was that for you?
If I missed,
It was a threat, I think.
well, just spicing up the whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But let me tell you, it's sometimes it's not a threat. It happens. Even if you won't pay the amount they are saying, there will be a fine and you will go. Kutakuwa na kasara. Yeah, they will ask you for some money.
Wow.
You know?
Uh-huh.
Sorry. No. So, for this to happen, and for you not to miss, because sometimes you can miss. You have to be connected and know some people.
On this case, who are you connected
Yes.
with?
So on this particular day, I had to be connected and I had to know some people from your place. So that I'm given a hint that she will be wearing something, just like a hint, a hint for me to identify her. Obviously, when she comes out, I will pretend, I will look like I don't know. I will look like I am what? You know? Yeah, so I was given a hint.
By my cousin.
Yes. By your kuzo.
Koi.
Koi. Ndakununulia soda. Sijainunua soda. Yeah. So, I was given a hint. And y'all came out. And mkapangwa kwa line. And we were going round and round and round with my boys.
Dancing.
Them
helping identify. But it was a nice moment.
It was fun.
I hope we have that video.
We should have it. It was fun. It was fun. And I identified, having a hint, you wouldn't miss.
But if you didn't have a hint?
I would also know. Yes.
Should we repeat?
Because of your hair.
Oh.
Yes.
Eish.
I would know because of your hair. That would be the first thing I would be quick to note. Yes.
Okay.
Unakuwaga na hair na nywele gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so and I identified you. And then from there, it was a little dance here and there, celebration.
Yeah.
And then
after that now, he is not supposed to go into the negotiation or rather the dowry payment room.
No. I'm supposed to be left out.
Left out, the parents and the representatives, like his friends and...
My parents, my friends, and then your... family.
Yeah.
And some other people around them.
Yeah. Close
friends of your family.
Yes.
That is.
Now, after they went in, that is now when we surprised you with the birthday cake.
So, dowry payment is happening inside the house. Huku nje, these people have decided to surprise me because the same day I'm paying dowry is my birthday.
So you were left outside.
Yes.
Really wondering, you don't know what to do.
Exactly.
You're just there. Your friends are in. The parents are in.
Then, boom. Birthday. And it was a huge goodness. It was a huge cake.
It was a huge cake because I knew I'm taking it to the village. Yes. How can you take a small picha? How can you take not even kuchoma picha? Haitatosha. So you have to.
Oh yeah. You're sharing with the whole of the village. It was a huge cake. I know I have these photos somewhere. I will display them.
Please.
Yeah. So that was a good surprise.
So our traditional wedding actually was 2 celebrations. And it was actually my traditional wedding. It exceeded my expectation.
It was way above.
It was way, way above.
Yes.
And I thank God because that is what I wanted for myself. Because I didn't do my wedding at my home place.
Yeah.
And
or you are not the wedding was not supposed to be
wouldn't
happen at your place.
Yes, at my place. And since I was when I was growing up, I really wanted if it would be possible, I would wish my wedding to be at my home.
Okay.
So since I could not do that, of course, because of logistics, where we are, distance and all that. So my traditional wedding turned out to be like my wedding for uko home.
Yes.
And it was...
Because it was huge.
It was huge.
It was good.
Awesome.
It was awesome. And I heard that, some...
so happy.
People around the area were like, "Wee."
No, I was not happy. My mom was.
Yeah?
I think parents just love good things, and their children just she was over the moon.
Oh, mom.
Yeah, she was so excited to date.
Yeah.
To date.
We love you. We love you, mom.
Yeah, yeah. And maybe you can tell them, were you harassed? Were your people harassed in there?
None of us was harassed. From the beginning up to the end. I'm telling you, the grace of God and his favor was upon us.
What do you have?
Yes. Well, good thing is we had something good. There was a target.
Yes, kia confidence. Confidence.
And actually this yes. And this is not even from me. This target is what the committee came up with. We
will not, and then you had people pia when hawataki kujiangusha.
Exactly. I had
who are your friends?
I had friends who are like, no, this thing cannot go below this target. So there was a target, and it was met.
Must be nice.
Oh my goodness, that was awesome.
When you go to marry, you are like, you know what? I paid the dowry.
And it's not only the dowry. We met the target and all that, but even how we came.
Ooh. Hey,
we came in style.
Hey, you came in style. Now I'm telling you, my mom was happy because ulimheshimisha. That's the word I can use.
We came in style. It was awesome.
Kabisa.
Yeah. So the dowry payment happened. It was accepted.
Yes.
And finally, I paid the dowry, or we paid the dowry, and was set for a wedding.
Yeah, you were given a date. Or rather, you were told, set the date, tell us. Yeah.
Yes. And just before we finish this episode, we, after everything, everyone is traveling back. Well, there were some people from the area or from around Meru that were not coming back.
Yeah.
But quite a number of people were going back, including my parents. And remember, there is curfew. Yeah. There was curfew. COVID has come in. We have to get back home before midnight.
What time did you leave my place?
What time was it? Was it around 3 or 4? 4, 5?
No, it was past 5.
Past 5. Almost 6.
6, actually.
6.
So 6, yeah.
So that is 6. We have to come back. Mbio.
Yeah.
Now, I wasn't worried. Because my chairman was also a connected person. So just saying, just throwing it in there. But I was worried about other people.
Your parents,
my
especially.
parents,
yeah,
because they have to. It's far, but they went. They were able to. Well, they didn't make it home before midnight. So there was some stopovers here and there. But luckily, they got home, all of them.
Actually, they were not even, didn't even get any problems on the road. But you people who are connected did.
Yeah, we had trouble, but
the connection helped.
The connection helped.
Yeah.
You know those instances where, our service men and women are out here and they are like, you pull over.
Yeah.
You pull over and you're like, and they are coming, when they come, they're charged.
Yeah.
They're like, you guys, what are you doing outside this our house? And everyone in the car is very calm. And, just when they are looking around and seeing how many people are in the car and all that, the chairman would get out of the car and would talk to them and would come back.
Smiling, and they're like, you know what?
Hey,
Adios.
Yes, sir. Safe travel. Sometimes it's nice to experience these things.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's nice.
Wow.
You know, sometimes you would, the way you would show an ID. And when the Karao sees the ID, you're like, oh, sir, you know, we are at work. This is how this is how we're instructed to do this thing. So understand. Good that my chairman is a very kind person. You see, there are people with a lot of power.
Actually,
and
he
position.
didn't even use that.
No,
at
he
first.
didn't. He didn't.
He was calm, tried to argue, to reason out with them.
And actually, I came to learn I don't know how it happens, but these people, this is the way you would speak to them, and they would know this is not a kawaida person.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. They would know this is not a kawaida person. But there are instances where they would be, they want to harass you. Then,
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
now
we got home, even though we had some stopovers to lisimamishwa here and there by Karaos and by policemen.
Yeah.
We got home way past midnight. Yeah. And the day was awesome.
Yeah, and now it was our turn to go now to see your home.
Oh,
yeah. So now, this is what I wanted to say. In our tradition, ideally, we were not supposed to go see your home after the Rurashio.
You should have come first.
Before.
Yes.
You see, after you did the mirror thing, my parents should have come to your place to see where I am going before you bring in the dowry.
Yeah.
Yes. But now, well, we skipped that.
Logistics, many things there. Yeah. So it didn't happen.
So, babe, for you, you actually tried having all those trips.
Going all the way.
Those
trips.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, actually, you followed the right procedure kabisa.
The process itself.
Yes, yote kabisa.
Though there were some exemptions here and there.
Yeah.
Just
actually, it was one exemption, the one that the parents were not told to go again and come back.
Yes.
That is the only one.
And the mirror thing, instead of mirror is money.
Yes.
But it's something equivalent to.
It's something equivalent, yes. So what most of the people do nowadays is maybe I tell my parents that I have this I have maybe some visitors. So people combine. Instead of you going with your friends first, they go with the parents. Or rather, when we go with your friends, the next time you're coming with your parents, you're coming with the mirror plus the dowry. So you have them all together. You get it.
Which is very considerate.
Yes.
Yeah.
So to some extent, I feel like we did we did so many trips. I don't know whether we were enjoying it or I don't know.
But it was fun. It was
nice. Was fun for you.
I enjoyed it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I enjoyed it.
So me don't feel up.
It was also because of friends I had. Yeah. It would be tiresome if you're trying to do this thing alone and you're trying to gather all these things by yourself, or even when you have few friends or even friends that are not into it would be tiresome. But I think I enjoyed it because I had the right people as well.
So right now you know the Meru culture.
I do.
Wow.
Yeah. I would advise someone. So if you're there and you're ready to get married to Meru, please holler at me. Yeah. I can be a good advisor.
You can be
not more than that. Usinisikuwe chairman tafadhali.
That's an advisor.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I do feel good that you followed it.
Yeah. I feel good.
Wow.
I feel good. Yeah.
Awesome.
It feels nice. Yeah. So, the dowry payment we did, you guys came at our place.
Yeah.
You saw where this guy is coming from. And it was nice. And now,
the
getting ready for the wedding.
That will be our next
that will be awesome. That will be a nice episode. About our wedding.
Yes.
Because that was also awesome.
Awesome.
Except for one thing. We'll talk about that during the wedding.
Yes, but it was awesome.
It was awesome.
So what I can say is do not fear. Even if you have your wife, you've not paid dowry.
Yeah.
I feel dowry is even more important than
the wedding.
Than even the white wedding.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is where you get your parental blessings. And when you have those blessings, honestly, they take you a long, long, long way. So just
and sometimes people get together or come together and they start marriage without, both families coming into picture. And when it comes to the day when you're deciding to pay the dowry, it becomes difficult.
Yeah.
Because cultures are not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know of some cultures where if you go to pay dowry, you've already started staying together and you have a child or children.
You will have to pay for the children.
It's another story.
It's another story.
Yeah, so it's good to know these things before you settle down. Yeah, it's and well, there are those people who are like, I'm not for a wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I feel a
dowry payment is important.
Yes, very, very. And also now to our dear parents, please do not be so, or rather even the community at large, do not be so unrealistic.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the dowry that is asked.
Yes.
These people are starting life maybe.
Yeah.
Where on earth do you expect someone to get millions of money? You're not buying.
Yeah.
He's not coming to buy your child.
Yes. Yes.
So let's also have realistic,
Right. Right. You have spoken to the family.
I've spoken to the family.
Let me speak to family friends and other with an extension of other people affiliated to these families who are family to the friend. During the day of dowry or even, especially the day of dowry.
Yes.
Please be realistic, be reasonable, be kind. Because some other people are out here to just make things very difficult.
Yeah.
There are people who are there they just want money or they just want, be realistic, be yeah. Especially people who are affiliated to the friends of the family. Friends of the family most of the time are reasonable. But there are these other people out here. Yeah. Utafikiria wao ni mabrothers zako ama ni masisters zako. Kumbe they are even people who are not even related to you. They are far, far away, sijui where. And they are the ones who are coming
As
around.
I've told you, they've raised. That's what they say. Anyway, not to justify that.
Yeah, it's not justifiable.
Yeah.
Because you... Sometimes I would even...
My parent even has no problem.
Yes.
Like my mom was...
You would find parents have no problem. And I'm not saying this is what happened to me. It didn't. Mine was smooth. But what I'm saying is, in some instances, you might find that the parents actually have no problem. But people who are not even relatives.
Yeah.
People, even the lady has never seen. All of a sudden, during your wedding, your dowry payment day,
yes,
they are there.
Yes. I know there are some instances.
I know some dowry events where it was bad. Yeah, as we close with this one, our friend Eric.
Oh, yeah.
Was giving us a story as we close that they went for a dowry payment.
Yes.
And, the guy was from Kisumu. And when they went there, it became so difficult until the guy who was going to pay the dowry, he was like, kwani ni lazima turudi bwana.
He was so pissed off.
So pissed off.
I know.
Kwani ni lazima. And that's how he gathered all his friends, came back to Nairobi, and they didn't pay the dowry.
What?
Yes, because walisumbuliwa huko nyumbani. Kuani ni lazima.
And now that is so stressful even to the lady.
Yeah, so.
And anyway, whether you like it or not, kama watu wanapendana, they'll just
watapatana tu.
Wataishi, which is wataishi, which is not the good thing, because you were coming just to give that honor and respect, you know. So anyway,
all right, so that was our dowry process. That was awesome. Hope you enjoyed this episode.
The Meru way.
Yeah, hope you enjoyed this episode. Please subscribe to our channel. Don't just watch without subscribing. Please. Subscribe and also like this video. Liking the video is important because it helps the video get suggested more and more to other viewers. All right?
Yep.
So just go ahead and do that. Until the next one, of which itakuwa ni, I think, I don't know, but I'm looking forward to the wedding episode.
Oh, okay. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. So thank you so much for keeping us company. My name is Johnson Kibali.
And I am Queen Kibali.
See you on the next one.
See you and subscribe.